Do you want a cheap and easy way to keep what you do on the internet anonymous and secure? Try ProXPN. For $6.25 a month, you can safely surf the web anywhere in the world. Do you travel a lot? With ProXPN, you can even get on websites such as YouTube and Netflix that are blocked in some countries. Devices currently supported with premium membership are Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android. ProXPN, keeping you anonymous since 2009. Try today. Link in the description below.
Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, I'm reviewing something really cool. You saw it in the other video when I did the Black Friday haul list. I bought quite a bit of stuff on Black Friday. I think this is the most I've bought ever on a Black Friday. Don't quote me on that. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm reviewing something that is quite old, but is by a company that has never, ever let me down. It is the Rock Candy Gesture Controller, even though it's supposed to be called a Wiimote. I assume they did that to avoid copyright and trademark infringement, blah, 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 on Nintendo console for the Wii and Wii U, for the Nintendo consoles, the Wii and Wii U, my bad. This cost $13, and it works with the Wii and Wii U, and it is compatible, it said on the back, with the Wii Motion Plus, which allows you to use it with a Wii U. So you have to have the Wii Motion Plus module sold separately. It doesn't come with this. But you're like, oh, why did you buy a Wii? And why did you buy a Wiimote? Like, come on, man. Yeah, the used Wii did come with a Wiimote. I do have another Wiimote, so I have 3, and then this one. I bought a Wii for obvious reasons. I'm not going to say why, but if you're deep in the Wii scene, you know why. I've had so many Wiis that had this deep in the Wii scene thing. And, you know, I mean, the Wii is a great console. They didn't have a lot of great games. I didn't buy that many, maybe like 10 or 12 games. That's what I usually do with any game console. I'll buy 10 or 12 games, and that's it. Sometimes it'll even be less. It'll be way less. And I don't really count backward compatible games. Like, I'm not counting GameCube games in this list. I only bought about 12 actual Wii games, maybe less. And, you know, just like I bought like 8, I think, games for the Xbox One, and then 4 games for the PS3, you know, stuff like that. I don't buy a whole bunch of games. I buy the games that I really like, and that's it. I don't buy the most popular games everyone gets, not all the time. I do occasionally buy Call of Duty and stuff. I do love Grand Theft Auto is my favorite game. That's a given. Any console that has Grand Theft Auto, I'm going to get it. But I did buy it for that reason, deep in the Wii scene. For the games that I do like on it, or the games that I still have for it. And let me just tell you, I copied some stuff over from an older SD card, from an older Wii, onto my new Wii, and everything works perfectly fine, which I didn't think would happen. And I think that needs to be posted elsewhere, that your old stuff can be transferred over to a new Wii and work perfectly fine. You just have to hit download update, not on the Wii system, but on the deep in the Wii scene stuff, wink wink, and then it works fine after that. And Rock Candy, they make the coolest stuff. Look at a unique blue see-through Wii controller, and the cool thing about this, you can't really see it, even on the packaging. That's the plus and that's the minus. Sorry, that's the plus and that's the minus, and it's embedded on the side of this controller instead of down here where it usually is, right above the 1 and 2. And the 1 and 2 are moved, and it comes with a strap. And there's still a speaker. I don't know how the speaker sounds, but Rock Candy makes amazing peripherals, third-party peripherals for computers and stuff. Game consoles, computers, Macs, controllers for games, I mean. They make amazing products. I did a review of a Rock Candy PC, Xbox 360, Xbox One controller. That was $19.99 a long time ago. And, no, sorry, it was $25 a long time ago. And it still works to this day with almost daily use. There's, you know, a week period sometimes, but then rigorous Call of Duty, Spider-Man to stuff like that. You know, punching, fighting games that require you to and it still works. That's 2 years later almost. In December, it'll be 2 years I've had that, and it's still working. And I put my faith in this. I bought a 361 only, like back when they didn't have Xbox One out. and it worked for 2 years until I sold the 360. They make amazing controllers. I've never had one break on me, so I'm hoping this one won't. And I believe this is just like the original Wiimote, where it takes 2 AA batteries. It doesn't say on the packaging, but oh wow, it does not say it, but I'm pretty certain it does. So let me open this up. And this one's called the Blueberry Boom Rock Candy Gesture Controller for the Wii and Wii U. And I hate opening up Rock Candy products because they just look so darn cool. I'm hoping that they're still selling these like 10 years from now. That way I can get a wall mount and just have a whole bunch of Rock Candy accessories. I actually plan on getting an even more professional background than this. And this, you know what's really cool about this background that we've been using for about 2 or 3 weeks is that it looks kind of like the Rock Candy. It's got the kind of bright and poppy colors like the Rock Candy, so it's kind of, you know, it's kind of cool. We've come a long way. If you look at our earlier videos, you'll see that we didn't use this background. We filmed wherever we were at the time, and now we film with black backgrounds, green backgrounds. We're trying to implement green screening backgrounds into our videos. We're just having problems with the lighting the green screen properly, because one part will have shadows, the other part won't, and then we'll add a light to the shadows part, and then there'll be shadows casted somewhere else. And of course you can edit that out in Premiere and stuff, but it doesn't look as good as if it's just completely all one flat color. Even with the shadow removal tool and the pixel smearing does not do it justice. We want to have really cool backgrounds, like when we review video games, we have like a video game background green screened in. And when we review movies, we have like a movie theater or a movie theater poster room keyed in as the background, stuff like that. When we do history ofs, like of the Civil War, I want to have a Civil War outfit and green screen me walking around a Civil War field with dead bodies and stuff. You know, not real dead bodies, like the reenactment dead body pictures that you find on Google. We want to start being way, way, way more professional. I don't know if you've noticed a difference in quality of our videos. They're not usually as pixely. There are some pixels because sometimes my Premiere Pro or iMovie doesn't want to properly export the black background, so it exports it as, you know, really pixelated. We're working on that. We're trying to get it fixed. It's just every other video ends up having that issue. And it doesn't matter if we all have the same bit rate. But anyway, we're going to put the strap on. Sorry about that. Tara Reid out. Hey, anyway. Putting it on. Loop-de-loop. Boom. And this feels really cheap. I'm just going to say it. It feels cheap. But it's not cheap. It is not cheap at all. It doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't smell like plastic. But yeah, look at this. Compare it to an original Wiimote, which my other one is somewhere around here. And you'll see a difference, but not too big of a difference. Let me actually try and focus this. That way we can see it up here. I don't really like to focus during video shooting unless I'm not the one hosting it. There we go. That's close enough. So you can see the finer details and I don't get people complaining. So yeah, there it is. Side to side with more light. Speaker, plus and minus buttons, A button, B button's on the back. B button is labeled. Sorry, Sony camera is having issues, got a memory card error. Anyway, B button is labeled, B button works, D-pad. ASMR. Works. Sounds like a Wii A button. And then 1 and 2. Yep. And then I will do a nunchuck test as well. And also I gotta check out the plus and minus buttons that are right here. That's actually really loud. Pretty good too. Pretty good as well. I'm curious about the speaker. I used to buy these like off-brand made, you know, cheap made Chinese ones where they take a broken one and they put new internals in it. And the speakers were usually crap, but they work fine. I don't know how these will sound. I will do that test, I promise. Let's go do it. Okay, I have my Wii set up, as you can see. and you hit the button, and it's super bright, just like a Wiimote. You have to sync it. And I believe the sync button is, yep, right where you would need it. I know you can't see anything. But it's the red dot beneath the batteries. Open up the battery case, and then what you have to do is hit the sync button on the Wii. Open up the SD card slot in the front, hit it, and then hit the sync button on your controller, and let it sync. And it looks like it did, but there we go. Well, bam. And does it work? Is it working? Yes, the minus button's working. The plus button is working. It's a little off on my sensor bar, so let me, boom. Yeah, it's a little off. As you can see, it's kind of jerky, like my hand when I'm lonely at night. But anyway, we're not going to get into that, damn it. I'm going to go to Wii Options, and I probably got to calibrate it. Well, you can see it's like I'm pointing at the left side of the screen, and it's only like in the middle, which is really weird. And usually the old ones you had to... But the A button's working. Sensor bar, here we go. Sensor bar position, sensitivity. Can't be used in blah, 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 blah. Press button on the Wiimote. Oh, okay. Hit the plus and minus on the Wiimote. Then press A. Check the Wii operations. Okay, plus and minus. And the Wiimote at the TV. And press to adjust until only 2 blinking lights appear. Yeah, that is so off. That is so off. Below TV, yep. It is working though, but I'm trying to find the calibration setting. I remember there used to be a calibration setting on this. Because why would it be like, see, I'm aiming it right in the middle of this screen, and then right in the middle of the sensor bar. And it's kind of being wonky. How about this? Instead of having it below the TV, let me move it above. Because I actually had it above the TV earlier. And it was working fine with my original Wiimote. There we go, that was the issue. It wasn't the blue candy. It's fine, yep. It's all fine. Then the B button. Let me test out the B button. Maybe I have to play a game to test out the B button. Alright, how about the home button? Because I don't remember. I gotta change the sensitivity back because I made it too slow. As you can see, it's moving really slowly. Yep, home button works. What about... Ooh! Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? Can I hit the B button now? Nope, this one doesn't let you do it either. Damn. Alright, going back. I'm going to hit the home button again. Interesting. Well, yeah, this controller does work if you're looking for a cheap alternative to an official Wiimote, which I don't know any place that still sells official ones, besides places like GameStop and Kohl's that hardly ever get. Anyway, yeah, this works. It was worth the $13. Get it now.